Also number 12, Mark Owens, his fourth. Corey Babinell on for 2.
Live from the Earl Crabbe Gymnasium on the campus of Placer High School in Auburn, Touchdown Productions, celebrating 12 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the 66th Annual Kendal Arnett Basketball Tournament. Today in the opening round of the 2007 Kendal, your two-time defending section champions and currently undefeated 10-0 Colfax Falcons. They take on the 8-3 Del Oro Golden Eagles of Loomis. It's an important opening game and an opportunity to move towards a Kendal championship. It's Colfax, it's Del Oro, and it's coming up next right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching some bonus coverage right now. This is the opening game of the Kendal Arnett, and you see there with just under 3 minutes to go, the Folsom Bulldogs are trailing Del Campo by a score of 69-67, and there's going to be some free throws coming up here in just a moment that might tie the game up. But we're here tonight for the Colfax Falcons and the Del Oro Golden Eagles. The Falcons picking right up where they left off last season. They remain undefeated in the preseason. They face a very tough opponent tonight in the Del Oro Golden Eagles. And good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. And Happy New Year to you and your family. I'm Pete Dufour, joined tonight by Cary Caesar. Our production director tonight is Gil Dominguez. And, of course, the rest of the talented Touchdown Production sports team is here for our first telecast of the Kendal. And Cary, last time you and I were together, we were watching this Colfax Falcons team that we're going to see here in the next game win a section championship down at Arco Arena. They've graduated a lot of people, but they've got one key guy back, and that's the man with the shooting touch.
That's right, Pete. It's going to be a great game tonight, and that guy you're talking about is Scott Chrisman. He's one of the area's leading scorer. Great player for the Colfax Falcons. And they're up against a very tough opponent that we got the chance to watch a little earlier in the season. The Del Oro Golden Eagles, led by point guard Luke Slater and the big man Casey Arndt. It should be a very exciting game tonight, Pete.
Looking forward to it. Both well-coached teams, and we know that Ron Pucci is always going to put out a well-coached, fundamentally solid team. And Jeff Broyles from Del Oro, ditto. I mean, he's had some teams that were overachievers. They have done a lot with not so much in the Sierra Foothill League. It's very tough to just get out of that league, let alone get to the playoffs. Last year, an off-season for the Eagles, but before that, they went to the second round of the playoffs. So stay right where you are and put that remote control down. And when we come back, we're going to be looking at the PVL standings along with a talk with Coach Ron Pucci, and we'll do that in just a little while. But first, we're going to take you back to the game that we have now, and it is in overtime. Folsom with a 71-69 lead here with 1:45 to go. You see the Del Campo bench. Now you see the Folsom bench there.
Yeah, the Folsom team's been led by number 21, who is their guard here now. It's Tony Johnson. I think they're their leading scorer. Been a very exciting game. Pretty closely played game, Pete.
Very athletic game. Folsom came out with an early lead. They led at one point, 24-12 in this one, but Del Campo closed the gap and down at halftime by 6 or 7 points, immediately took the lead early in the third period, and then it's just been back and forth ever since then. Our officials tonight, that's Jay Alstrom, who's holding the ball right there, handing it to the Del Campo player on baseline. Our other official is Rick Willoughby. They'll be doing our game. Later on. Now, it was a backcourt violation that was called there.
Oh.
As the Del Campo player grabbed the ball and his momentum took him into the backcourt. I didn't think you could get a backcourt off an inbound play. Was
Well,
that the second pass?
I was going to say that's a very tough call, but they're saying he had possession in the forecourt before he stepped in the backcourt.
Okay.
Very unusual call. Usually it's pretty close right there.
So anyway, two good teams here. Now let's take a look just in our own minds here. This is the very first game of the Kendal. This is the 66th Kendal Arnett. It's an annual tournament that has been going on for 65 years. Let's take a look at that inbound play, Cary.
Yeah, see, they're saying right now he has possession, and now he's stepping back, but actually his possession carried him back. That's a pretty tough call.
Yeah, his momentum took him back, and we can criticize the first call of the night. And we haven't even gotten to our featured game yet.
We'll get the year started.
So anyway, Folsom at the line right now, and that's a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have been involved in this tournament for forever. They were always here. They took a short hiatus not too long ago, but they're back, and I'm glad that they are back. They were always playing traditionally one of the very first games of the tournament, and last year I believe they won it. They beat Bear River in the finals last year, and their old coach is up there sitting up with the Colfax group from days gone by, and he's always back at the Kendal. As you can tell, this is almost a full house here, and we're only in the second game of this tournament. Colfax and Del Oro obviously bringing a lot of fans to this ball game, and now we have a little aggression out there on the court. And
yeah, we have a foul on Brandon Babinetz for Folsom, and we're going to send Matt Metello to the line.
Metello will be shooting one and the bonus because they are I beg your pardon, is it a 2? No, they've got 9 personal fouls, does the Bulldogs. So just a 1 and the bonus. Del Campo in double bonus right now. But this is overtime, 73-69. Again, Del Campo in the blue, Folsom in the white. And they are coming down to the 1-minute mark here. Nice looking touch from the shooter. 74-69. I beg your pardon. Del Campo with the free throw. 73-70, the 3-point game. So we might have another overtime. You just never know.
It could be.
What's that noise I hear from the truck? No.
This is the way to start the tournament off. We got 4 games tonight. We start the first one off with a double overtime.
And for those of you who are new to the Kendal Arnett, let's talk a little bit about that while we have some time. You know, this is like Placer's winter homecoming, but it's really this gym, this Earl Crabbe Gymnasium, is 71 years old, and it's everybody's gym. It's certainly on the campus of Placer High School, but I know a lot of players and a lot of officials like to claim this gym as their own because I got to play at the Earl Crabbe Gym. I got to play in the Kendal. I refereed here. I know there are referees who retire with their last game being at the Kendal Arnett, and they work it so that they can do that. And it just makes for a great environment. It's a Hoosier-style gym, and the fans sit up high. Already the Del Oro fans are here, the Colfax fans are here, and after this game, some of them will leave. A lot of them will stick around, watch the next game. Bear River's playing in the next game. You're going to see that broadcast as well right away from Touchdown Productions. And they enjoy watching these other local schools play, and that's what makes the Kendal so special. But Cary, for a Placer player, and you've been there in 74 and 75, you played in the Kendal Arnett. What is it like for a Placer Hillman to dream about, think about, and then actually get to play in the Kendal Arnett?
Well, it's pretty much the highlight of your basketball career in high school. I mean, you come and watch this tournament since you were a kid and hoping the days that you will come and get to play in it. I mean, I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was a great time. We used to play the old Jefferson High School out of Daly City, and this place would be so packed that they would have to ask people to move in, and there would be people on the floor. So
we'd take the fire marshal out for dinner and not bring him back.
Oh, definitely not. We were all been in trouble with
way
the fire
beyond
marshal.
Capacity. And you played with some great teams. In fact, while you and I were going to school here, slightly different age group, I'm 3 years more mature than Cary is. Placer won 8 out of 11 tournaments. And my class, 72, with Cary's brother Alton, won 2 in 1 year. And because that's when the tournament changed from being a postseason tournament to being a holiday classic. And that, of course, because it was the advent of the section playoffs. And the year that Cary's brother Alton played with Jimmy Hardy, Kevin Cummings, Randy Chrisman, Marty Evers, and Larry Pruitt, what a squad that was. They went all the way to the section finals and at American River College, leading Stagg High School, but ended up losing in the end in the first section postseason appearance for the Placer Hillman. But they had to take the Arnett from being a postseason tournament to holiday classic, so that 1 year they had to have 2, and wouldn't you know, Placer managed to win those 2. Very nice article in the Auburn Journal today about the history of the Kendal, written by Mike Ray, the great sports writer from the Union of Grass Valley for many years, also works with the Colfax Record and the Auburn Journal, talking about the coaches and the history here. Let's quickly get back to this game with 46 seconds to go. Del Campo inbounding, and they trail by 6. And they beat the pressure. Here comes a 3 from the corner, and it's a 3-point ball game, and a timeout is called by Del Campo. So 38.4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
And it's 77-74 right now.
Huge basket by number 20 from Del Campo. Unfortunately, I don't have a number 20 for the Cougars on
Let's
here.
make him Chris Hams then. That's
okay.
21.
But
we'll improvise.
big-time shot.
Still early in the season. Sometimes the coaches are getting their rosters squared away. We see the San Juan team coming in. You get a good look there at the Folsom Bulldogs huddle. And again, the Folsom Bulldogs have been a big part of the Kendall Arnett for many, many years. And glad that they are back amongst us, the defending champs of the Kendall Arnett. To our right, Ron Pucci is standing along with Fred Kearns, his assistant coach and a friend for many years, and they're assessing this game as they are going to have to play the winner of this game will play the winner of our next game, Del Oro Colfax. That'll be a 6:30 game that they'll play tomorrow night. And of course, by the time you're seeing this, you may know that already. Here's the inbounds pass and the full court run of the court, and that should do it. 79-74 with 25 seconds to go now. Del Campo trying to put up a shot, has the ball stolen away. Guys are on the floor, and hike, and he rolled over on the ball. I couldn't believe that. Now we got a whistle and a timeout, and the Del Campo coach very upset, talking to Coach Rick Willoughby about something, probably that, hey, wait a minute, our guys were fouled while they're on the floor. I've never seen anything like that where the player just rolls over on the ball while the other guy's hanging on to it. And I think the Del Campo coach is saying something like that too. He hadn't seen it either. But, well, it's first time for everything.
Well, we can't call a foul while the ball's being laid on, so yeah. I guess that's not a possession with your hips. So.
I guess it's not. Well, before that, let's watch this, Cary. I was talking about I thought somebody had possession. One of the Bulldogs here had possession while the ball was on the floor. Not right now, but the ball gets loose and gets hiked through. Now that could have been a foul.
Oh, I think you wanted a traveling.
But watch this. Watch this. That's not a foul. You can do a barrel roll over the ball on top of somebody, but if nobody has possession, I don't know. That's a tough one. Like I say, I haven't seen that before. I don't think they draw that one up for officials to look at.
That was just a bit of ugly basketball.
That was just a unfortunate contact. No foul. Unfortunate collision, I guess, is what you might call it.
Well, we got 12.7 seconds, and Del Campo is going to inbound the ball there, but they're 5 points behind, so we'll see what's going to happen here.
Well, do you want the 3 now, or do you want to just score right here?
You got to get a score right now of any kind.
Into the backcourt. The clock won't start. Now it does.
You don't want to foul.
And the shot doesn't go, and Folsom rebounds, and that's the ball game. No reason to foul there. Just getting more bonus coverage is what you're doing, but that's going to put Folsom at the line. 79-74, the Bulldogs leading Del Campo. Del Campo came in here 1 game under 500. and they'll go out with a 5-7 preseason record so far. The games that we're going to see tonight after this Folsom Del Campo game, it'll be our featured game, Del Oro versus Colfax. We'll have San Juan versus Bear River, and then we're going to have Placer versus Mariloma in the finale tonight, and that'll be a lot of fun for us to watch as well. So,
well, there's a great full night of basketball here tonight, so we're starting off with an overtime game, and hopefully we'll continue to have some great games tonight.
Touchdown Productions will get us started off, and you and I are going to do the late game up in the booth up on K-High, and the Crow's Nest, as we call it. Pete Dufour, along with my friend Cary Caesar, and we are in the center of the basketball universe right now. We're at the Kendall Arnett, and if you're at the Kendall, you're where you're supposed to be, because this is the 66th Kendall, oldest high school basketball tournament west of the Mississippi, and probably for many on the east side of the Mississippi as well. There's the final buzzer, and the final is Folsom 81 and Del Campo 74 in overtime. And there you go. So we'll have a little break here, and then we'll be getting on with our featured game, Del Oro versus Colfax. We talked a little bit about the matchup just a moment ago, but for Del Oro, they've got a guy who goes 6'9" in the paint, and he is a shot blocker, a shot changer, and a rebounder. And we saw Casey Arndt in one half of basketball. It was a coach's decision not to play him in the first game, in the first half, but in the second half he came out against Placer and he blocked 9 shots. He really a force to be reckoned with inside, but Del Oro has some other pretty good players as well. Jake Lovasolo, the point guard, he just does a tremendous job of bringing the ball up. He can penetrate once, he can penetrate twice, he can shake and bake and then hit the step back J. So he's got it all going on. Casey Arndt, as we mentioned, 6'9". Luke Stoddard is 6'3". You'll see him out there. He'll run guard, and he'll run maybe some one or some two. You also got Spencer Montez. He can shoot from the outside. Ryan Otten, the All-Sierra Foothill League tight end and linebacker, he's 6'5", and he can rebound. And Luke Slater, another great player at 6'1".
Actually, Luke's leading the team in scoring.
Is he right now?
Yes.
I didn't see the latest stats well, I do have the latest stats from Del Oro. Yes, he is. Slater at 14.8 points per game. Casey Arndt at 11.5 per game. Aaron Hendricks, and he's just a freshman, 9.2 points per game. And Josiah Junkston at 7.5 points per game. So we introduce you to Del Oro. We'll take a look at Colfax here in just a moment, but first we want to remind you that the game tonight is being underwritten by Hanson Brothers Hanson Brothers Enterprises, I should say. It's time for you to experience the newest outdoor living experience in Colfax at Hanson Brothers. At Colfax, you'll find a selection of landscape and masonry products, including retaining walls and stepping stones. You'll also find everything you need for outdoor landscaping, including decorative rock and new products like their pondless waterfalls. Hanson Brothers, Colfax, proud to be a part of the Colfax community.
And by the Nevada Joint Union High School District. The semester is winding down, and Nevada Joint Union District wants to remind the parents that they can go and check their students' grades online. The teachers and comments on nuhsd.org. It's a fast and easy way to check on your students and make sure they're meeting their deadlines. Just another example of how Nevada Joint Union High School District is using technology to improve the quality of education in our community.
Kid can't get away with anything anymore. No. The Porta Subs, Cindy and Mark Argento, along with John Larimer, reminding you that the Porta Subs is ready to help you host your holiday parties. Take the guesswork out of holiday planning with their delicious cheese and meat trays and party sub combinations. You'll have more time to spend with your guests and less stress preparing for your party, because the Porta Subs has something for every appetite. Call or fax in your order. You'll never have to go to wait when you go to the Port of Subs.
And Soft Answers. Dallas Rivholm, our local computer genius, and specializes in software management, design, and constellation. That's why he's the best friend of your computer system ever had. He's the one to call for those hard-to-solve problems. and Salt Dancers is a proud sponsor of Nevada Union Sports and proud once again to donate his time as a coach of the Nevada Union Miners freshman basketball team.
All right, and Touchdown Productions celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. This is Pete Dufour along with Cary Caesar saying thank you for joining us. Happy New Year to all of us, for all of you from Touchdown Productions. Marty Mortensen and Paul Brown will be doing some games as well from the Kendall, and we hope you can sit back and enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, Ron Pucci and Gil Dominguez are meeting at half court, and they're going to talk a little bit about the game, so let's take it away, Gil Dominguez.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm here with Coach Pucci, and Coach, it's always a treat to play in the Kendall.
It really is. It's a very traditional tournament, a long history, great atmosphere, really good crowds here usually, and very good competition, so we're looking forward to it.
Well, it's really an all-star cast of competition. Listening to you talk to the team before the game, you have to be one of the smaller schools represented here.
Oh, we are. We are. Everybody here is D1 or D2 schools, so we always consider ourselves a massive underdog. So our goal here is just to come here and have fun, play hard, and hopefully play well.
Now, the PBL is pretty well represented in this tournament as well.
Yeah, it is. We got Bear River, Placer, and Colfax. So we'll be scouting each other, and there'll be no secrets. But no, Bear River's having a really good year, and Placer, I saw them play the other night against Del Oro, and they played very well. So they're both very good teams, both very well coached.
And now, of course, the story over at Bear River, your good friend Jack McCrory is out gone fishing right now, and in his place though is a pretty capable young guy.
Yeah, I believe that's a co-head coaching thing with Bickmore and Gansky, and they're playing good basketball, and they're winning basketball games, so they're carrying on the tradition of Bear River.
And Dwayne comes with a lot of experience with the girls program, certainly a seasoned coach, and Bickmore 2 section championships for him, so that's going to be really a complete turnaround for that program.
I don't know about a turnaround. They've always been good. Bear River's always had good basketball teams. I think their style will change. Jack was more of a zone coach. Looks like they're playing more man-to-man this year, and they have very good balance, and they shoot the ball well. They're going to be a very good basketball team.
Now, speaking of good basketball teams, Colfax Falcons have to be put into that category, I think. Back-to-back section championships. Of course, we had fun watching you guys last year and following you to Arco and beyond. At one point in the NorCals, you said you were the best public school left standing.
Actually, we were the last public school left standing. But we've had a very good run of good players, dedicated kids who put themselves behind the team and are willing to play a team game. And this group here is no different. We have very good senior leadership led by Scott Chrisman and Joel Ivantosh. We've had good practices, and we're off to a good start.
You certainly are at 10-0 coming in here. Do you think that puts a little bit of a target on your back, the fact that you're undefeated so far in preseason?
No, not really. I think every game we play is very competitive. There aren't any teams that we just go out and just play against and beat. Any team can beat us, but we're capable of beating almost any team we play. But we have to play well to do it. So tonight, same story. We're playing a very good Del Oro team. They're big, they're physical, they shoot the three, they're very well coached. So we have to play well. If we play well, we can play with them. We don't play well, it's going to be a long night.
And so what are some of the keys that you're thinking that you want to do against Del Oro?
We have to handle their press. They 2-2-1 zone press and 2-1-2 press. We have to get out of their shooters. We have to block off their big guys. We have to take care of the ball. And we have to play 4 good quarters of defense. If we do that, we can play with them.
Well, Coach, it's going to be a lot of fun watching you here, not only tonight, but in the rest of our coverage that we're going to be doing here at the Kendall. Hope to see you slide over to that winners bracket as well as Bell River and Placer. That would mean 3 out of the 4 teams would be PBL, and of course, that's what everybody likes to see is you guys on TV.
That would be nice. We're hoping for the same thing. We have a lot of fans here. A lot of alumni here. We've been playing well all year. We hope we play well tonight.
Coach, thanks a lot, and we'll see you later on in the tournament.
Thank you, Gil.
All right, Coach Ron Pucci there as he gets ready tonight to take on the Del Oro Golden Eagles. And Pete, you know, Del Oro, we've seen a lot of them the last couple years since they're in the same league with Nevada Union. So we see them come up to the house at NU, and not only the girls program, but the boys program. Very well coached, like Coach Pucci said, and a very disciplined team. It's going to be one of those kind of wars here tonight, as well as our second game, which is going to be Bear River and San Juan. And that's going to be another tough battle, with San Juan being 10-1, Bear River being 9-2. Tough battle there, and of course the nightcap that you're going to be having on the radio, and we will of course cover it here with Marty Mortensen and Paul Brown, Placer versus Mira Loma. And the hope is, of course, that everybody advances to the right of the bracket, and that way, in that case, we're only working at 6:30 and 8 o'clock for the next 2 days. So that's always a good thing when we can do that. Thanks a lot for joining us here on our final telecast of the year, and Happy New Year to you and your family. May 2008 bring you as much success as you can handle, and the love of your friends and family. And stay tuned here to the Game of the Week on Touchdown Productions all year long as we begin our 12th year of bringing you the best in high school sports. Pete, Caesar, let's throw it back to you guys. Thank those underwriters that bring everybody the games each week, and get ready for the tip-off, because it's the first night of the 66th Annual Kendall Arnett on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Gil. I'm so excited to be here right now. It's going to be a great opportunity, and we're looking forward to a great interview with Ron Pucci. And, you know, he has been beating people all year long, and not just minor victories. They have been handling every team that they've played and going 10-0. They beat Grant. They beat some good teams, and it's going to be interesting to see how they can do against a very, very talented and very tall and strong and athletic Del Oro Golden Eagles team. We want to thank our sponsors, and we want to tell you that our game is being brought to you by Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. They've done it again. Not only are they the 7-time winner of the President's Award for Sales, Service, and Parts, but now they've created the Auburn Collision Center on Nevada Street. I just had to take my truck there. This 30,000 square foot collision repair center is a state-of-the-art facility where they can prepare any make or model and get you back on the road quickly. Just another example of the customer service at Magnuson's Auburn Toyota.
We have Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete, Chevrolet Aggregates. Chevrolet Ready Mix are friends and neighbors of Auburn and Meta Vista. They're proud to be part of the community and look forward to assisting many local community projects, like the new bleachers and tennis courts at the Placer High School, or being part of a winning tradition of the Falcons. Chevrolet Ready Mix Concretes and Chevrolet Aggregates, a hometown company serving you for over 60 years.
Walker's Office Supply is the friendliest place in town. It's where they know your business and they know your name because they're local just like you are. Mike Anderson and his family have served you for their Grass Valley location for many, many years. And if they don't have what you're looking for in stock, they'll order it for you from their huge warehouse and deliver it to you the very next day. You can't beat the customer service at Walker's Office Supply.
And we have Francis Cisco and Grizzalino LLP. At Francisco, Cisco, and Grizzalino, they are specialized in making your business grow. They are certified public accountants, business consultants, and rolled into one. And that's now the tax season. It's time to make appointments for either location in Auburn or Grass Valley. It's taxes made easy, business plans. They're marked at Francis, Skento, and Grizzanio, where they have an eye on your future.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating a decade of local sports television. This is Pete Dufour along with Cary Caesar saying thank you for joining us today for local sports coverage you can see nowhere else except your NorCal Game of the Week. And now with over 40 broadcasts a week on our Foothill network of stations, Auburn ACTV Channel 20, on Suddenlink Channel 16, and on LOP Lake of the Pines Channel 7, and of course in Grass Valley and Nevada City on NCTV Channel 11. And we're coming to you with high-def audio tonight. That's right, Cary and I are going to enunciate. Absolutely. Well, we have about 2 minutes before the game starts, and you see Del Oro warming up there. As we mentioned, they've got a lot of height. The young man with the ball just now entering the paint and almost stuffing it is Casey Arndt, and he is a lot to contend with Cary. He not only blocks shots, but he makes you change your shots too.
Well, he's very athletic to be that tall. He's got some strength to him. He plays real hard, and they got a lot of other size beside him too. But they're a very mixed team. They're going to be very tough to contend with. But it's going to be, I'm anxious to look and see. Look like the Colfax boys got a bunch of good athletes too. So it's going to be a great game tonight, Pete.
Well, we talked enough about Del Oro for a pregame show. Let's talk about Colfax now. Scott Chrisman is the man. He 22.3 points per game, one of the leading scorers in the entire Sacramento area. And, you know, he's a guy that can get it done, you know, off the dribble. He can pull up and hit the outside shot. He's 6'4", but, you know, he's very agile. He can play bigger. He can play smaller depending on what you need him to do. He's very tough in transition. I know Coach Broyles, talking to him before the game, they said we have got to give him a couple of different looks every time he touches the ball. They're going to start. Jake Lovasolo will be on Scott Chrisman to start the ball game. And they may throw Ryan Otten at him. They may throw somebody else. But they want to keep him thinking about what he's going to have to do with the basketball. Well, one thing you're going to see from a Colfax squad is that Ron Pucci is a very, very good coach. He can analyze the game, take a look at the ball game, 2 or 3 possessions down the court. Who knows, he might call a timeout and change everything, and his kids usually respond.
Yeah, and then the Joel Ivantosh, young man, is a great three-point shooter, shooting 44% on the season. So if they start to go inside on Chrisman, they do have outside. So it should be a good game.
He's Ari Ivantosh's younger brother. And as you see now, the teams are being announced.
Number 23, Scott Chrisman.
Scott Chrisman is just been announced. Joel Ivantosh was announced. Marty Schubert
and number 50, Kyle
was announced. Boy, it is so loud I can't hear myself. And that's just the PA announcer. Wait till this place gets really rocking. Now for Del Oro, Jake Lovasolo. This young man can do a lot of damage. Casey Arndt, the big tall guy. Spencer Montez shaking hands with Ron Pucci. Ryan Otten, all-Sierra Foot League football player. And Luke Slater, 6'1" guard. And you got 2 good teams, and you got 2 teams that have a little bench strength as well. And here comes the walking wounded for Placer. J.P. Melhoff and Ryan Scioto limping by. And we'll, Michael Kirby is here. Now I know I'm in the right place. Michael Kirby, the great photographer from the Auburn Journal, just walked by our broadcast location. Our TV keeps going off, Cary. It's almost like a radio game. Hit that refresh button. Okay, all right. That's extra money. I'm not in that union. It just went off again, see?
Well, if you talk about it, it goes up.
All right, this is going to be a great tip-off. You see Ryan Otten there, number 12, ready to break the huddle as Rick Willoughby brings the basketball out. Our officials, Rick Willoughby and Jay Ahlstrom, 2 good officials, known for letting the kids play a little bit. And you see Rick there is back to you with the basketball. We are right behind Rick from our location, and now it's going to be Joey Ballinger, whose father played in the Kendall, be going up against Casey Arndt. Ballinger goes about 6'5", Arndt is 6'9". Here comes Rick Willoughby, and game 2 of the Kendal Arnett about ready to tip off, and that's a beautiful break off the tip. Lovasolo with the layup off the tip from Arndt, and Del Oro up 2-0.
Oh, that was a great tip, Petey. That was a great setup play. They knew they were going to win the tip.
Almost got it on the way up.
Yeah, Joel Owens back into his zone right now against Colfax. See what they're going to do with a high-low post going.
And it is Lovasolo watching Chrisman. Chrisman's not only athletic and can play different spots, he's very strong too, and he's a great free throw shooter in addition to being a good outside shooter. And there's block number 1 for Casey Arndt. Let's write that down. We'll be seeing that tonight.
Yeah, very long arms. Good timing.
Montez. This is Slater driving right side, lays it up off the glass. It's good. Luke Slater with a basket and an assist early in the ball game. And what did I tell you? Ron Pucci's taking a timeout right away. He wants to talk it over and probably has seen something. Let's go to Ron Pucci in the huddle right now, live. Now we're going to try and get his microphone working there. Yeah, I guess we're probably not going to pick him up. We'll have our technical crew work on that, and hopefully we'll pick him up next time. Maybe it's an on-off switch. Maybe he didn't want us to know what he was telling them. 4-0 is the score so far. And watch this opening basket.
Look at the great tip and anticipation of where the ball was going. Bounce pass, easy layup. I think they've worked on that one before. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that was Slater with the assist. So he's got an assist and a layup. Lovasolo's got a layup, and it's 4-0. And Del Oro coming out with a full court press, Cary.
Yeah, Coach Pucci talked about this before the game about beating the 2-2-1 press, and this is going to be part of what they have to do tonight. What you have to do with this is try to get the ball in the middle of the court right there. There you go. They go over the top.
You want to try to avoid those high balloon passes that can be picked off.
You want to stay out of the corners for the trap.
And there's a pass down low, and Ballinger misses the shot. Here comes Del Oro. Slater. Lovasolo now left side. Here's Ryan Otten, now back to Slater on the left wing, guarded by Chrisman. He enters it into Casey Arndt, and there's a whistle. What do we got?
Look like they got a foul on Kyle Fowler.
Fowler, number 50, in the middle there, and he's an all PVL lineman for the co-champion Falcons football team.
He looked like he can hold his own in the middle.
I think so. Here's Slater. Right side, Otten, and now he just stops and hits from outside, misses the shot, and Fowler with the rebound. And here comes Ivan Tosh. Right side, that's Schubert. Left side, Fowler, and from the left elbow, Kyle Fowler gets the Falcons back on the board. But right away, Del Oro's down court and quick. Montes retrieves that one between the circles, guarded by Ivan Tosh, right side. And this is Lovasolo. There he is with the penetration, and he gets it to drop.
Yeah, Colfax in the man-to-man, and they're taking him right to the hoop on that. So they're penetrating very well.
6-2 is the score. And here's a little shot from the right elbow. It's a bank, it's around, it's in and out and in. Martin Schubert, 2 points. And it's a 6-4 ball game. Del Oro with the lead. Lovasolo has the ball. And Monte's got alone. Now he likes to shoot from way behind that arc. The left-hander, he was off the mark against Placer. In fact, the whole team was. There's Chrisman with the steal. Oh, he double-handed that and didn't call it. And he lays it up and in and scores. And we got a tie ball game.
Yeah, that was very well done. I thought there was a little contact, but the refs let it go, and probably was the best call.
Jake Lovasolo with 2 points there. He's got 6 now on the night.
Still in their zone press.
It's 8-6 Del Oro. Here's Chrisman trying to create on the baseline, and a foul is called on Del Oro.
It's on Casey Arndt.
The big guy, number 4, picks up his first personal.
Casey Arndt is first. Scott Chrisman at the line.
That's his first personal of the game, and each team with 1 foul now. Let's good look at a good-looking shooter right there, Scott Chrisman. You know, he knew he was going to be getting to the line a lot this year, so he really worked on his free throw shooting in the offseason and made a good free throw percentage, a great one, and he hits the first 2.
Yeah, that's very important. If you make them pay when you go to the hole, you'll get a lot more respect in there tonight.
He's got 4 on the night and ties it up 8-8. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. That ball's tipped away, knocked away by Ballinger. Gives to Chrisman, back to Ballinger, lays it up and off the glass and scores. And Colfax takes the lead 10-8.
What a great pass by Chrisman on that.
Very unselfish play here. That looked like Lovasolo on the putback there in amongst all the trees. And Lovasolo comes out of there with his 8th point. He's got 8 of Del Oro's 10 points in this half. Here's Chrisman driving the lane, and he scores. He's got 6 of Colfax's 12. Now we have Ron Pucci's mic. We have Ron Pucci's mic is live right now. There we go. Okay. We're still working on Ron Pucci's microphone. We hope to have that so that you can hear it when we need you to. Now here's Mike Michaela, the All-Sierra Foothill League offensive player in the ball game, number 3. Down in the left corner, Lovasolo, number 2, with the ball. And here's the shot. Got it. 3-pointer for Luke Lovasolo. He is on fire here in this first half.
He started out with 11 points already, Pete. He's coming out to play.
Ball tipped away by Michaela. Slater drives a lane. Michaela with the shot, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Del Oro ball? No. They say Colfax ball. I don't know if it just went off his hand. I thought it was knocked away.
Yeah, they missed that one. They weren't in position to see what happened.
I don't think they missed it, Cary. Nobody's complaining about it. I think Michaela just put the ball up funny, and it went off his hand. Here's Ballinger, gets hit in the face with the ball, now gets rid of it to Chrisman. Look at those big hands. Right side, and the 3 is on the way, and it is good. That is Jared Fisher into the ball game, hitting a 3 off the bench for Colfax. Also off the bench, we got Fisher out there, and we got Ethan Giles as well, another football player. And this is Luke Stoddard giving to Lovasolo, running the baseline, and he leaves it for Michaela. Michaela scores off the glass as it gets a elbow in the nose, but manages to convert. And Michaela's got his first 2 points. 15-15 ball game. And Giles missing down at the other end of the floor. Here's Lovasolo bringing it up. Top of the key. There's Michaela for 3. Good. Michael Michaela.
What a great play. They penetrated all the way down court and kicked it back out. What a great penetration.
Little trap there at the corner. Del Oro just trying to slow Colfax down, I think. They're dropping back into their 2-3 zone now. But it looks like they got a man that's going to be on Chrisman all the time. Right now it's Lovasolo, and he's on him tight. Deny him the ball if he gets the ball. And now look at Michaela steal it from him. And all the way down the floor and in. It just curled in. Michael Michaela showing the speed that made him a great breakaway runner for Casey Taylor's football team. 2 good football teams out here playing basketball tonight. About 8 football players between the 2 of them. Both teams went into the playoffs and did very well. Now the starters are going to come back out. We're going to see a replay on that steal by Michaela. Look at this.
Wide open. Picked his pocket clean. Used the backboard, kissed it off, got the layup. The Del Oro guards have got 18 out of the 20 points of Del Oro has right now. They're really taking over this game.
They've got depth in the backcourt, depth in the forecourt, and that ball just got away from Colfax.
Yeah, Del Oro, it looks though the big men would be dominating the game, and the guards have just taken this game to the spot.
What was 15-15, now it's 20-15. Del Oro scored the last 5 points of the ball game. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Opening night of the Kendall. Nice entry pass to Ryan Otten, who puts it in and scores. Otten with his first 2 points of the ball game.
And just as I mentioned, the inside game, they did go to it with much success.
And from the corner again, that 3-pointer doesn't go. Big Fowler is there. Ivan Tosh now. It's a zone, but they are staying really tight on Chrisman. It looks like a box and one almost.
I was going to say, it's more of a box and one. They're playing the zone except for who's ever on Chrisman stays with him.
And they have Mason Magleby on him now. Who scored that one? I missed it.
That was Joey Ballinger. They got loose, and one thing about it, if you're going to do that zone, you're going to have one guy getting loose on you a lot down low, so they're going to watch that.
You just got to find him. So Mason Magleby into the ball game for Del Oro. That pass is thrown away. There's 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. I have a 34 out there, and I don't know who that is. And the 34 not on the roster that I have.
For Del Oro?
Yeah.
That's the freshman.
Oh, that's right. We had this last time.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Aaron Hendricks, a freshman in the future for Del Oro.
Great
outside get a shot off, and he does. And it doesn't go. And you see the new red circle, or red square on the backstop, the backboard here at the Earl Crabbe Gymnasium. That's new, along with the clock on the top of the board. Now let's go to Ron Pucci in the huddle and see if we can pick him up this time. That's Del Oro's huddle there.
Okay, so you're always down here on the weak side ball. Right down there, that's Scott. We always got to have our 4 and 5 man down here stacked, regardless of what they're doing. And we got to set a ball screen for Martin. So if you come in for Martin, you got to know that's what you're doing. That's what we had, that little lull there.
That's the wrong.
We never got into any offense. It was just, nothing going on. So we're going to come off there like this.
Here we go.
We're going to come off that screen. Joel's going to step out for the 3. We got Kyle stepping strong and Joey stepping short corner. One of these guys will be open. Scott licking the flash and weak side board. But we can't have a 5 or 3 minute stretch where we don't know what we're doing. We're just playing scattered ball. We call that stack. We want to get it a stack. That's what we're doing. Setting the screen for Martin, run the stack. Run the double sideline out of balance play if it's our ball. Falcons 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Okay.
What do you say, Cary?
Well, he's wanting them to get organized and run a play. They got a stack situation going. He's concerned they're kind of just all running around. I think them having the having the box and one and Chrisman, and the rest of the guys are kind of stagnant, not quite knowing what they're doing.
Well, they want to try free up Ivantosh for a 3-pointer off the screen right off the bat here, and if that's not open, they've got a couple of other alternatives. He's wide open, and there it is. Bang. 3 points for Ivantosh, and just the way Ron Pucci wanted to see it. And you heard it here on Touchdown Productions, live in the huddle with a great basketball coach.
That's what you do, man. You draw it up and they do it. That's great coaching right there, Pete.
22-20 is the score. Colfax trailing by 2 points as we are underway here, the first 27 seconds of this second period. And Del Oro with a turnover, so Colfax getting right back into this thing. Martin Schubert will inbound just to our left there, and you see up in the right corner, that's the K-High Crow's Nest up there. And Dave Rosenthal is doing the game on K-High Live right now on AM 950. And Cary and I will be doing the game later from up there for K-High. Boy, when you have this much media here, and you know you're in the right place, right?
Oh, great atmosphere.
Full house here at the Kendall. And here's Ivantosh, and that ball's kicked away by Michaela. It'll be a reset on the shot clock, and it will be Colfax ball.
Actually, they just say it was thrown off his leg. They won't reset it. 12 seconds to go on the shot clock.
And number 13, Luke Slater.
Well, he definitely kicked it. I don't know if it hit his foot. 10 on the shot clock. Cross key pass, Ivantosh all alone. Bang. Nope. Off the bottom of the well. And that ball, Kyle Fowler stayed after it and went off of Casey Arndt's hands. It'll be Colfax ball with 34 on the shot clock. A new shot clock should be 35. There they go. They reset it. And Ivantosh will inbounds. Going around the horn, David Kleppe in there as well. And that one gets away, and it'll be Del Oro coming the other way, leading by 2. And here is a putback by Arndt over Fowler's back. No good. And now we have a double whistle. Slater missed the shot, but Arndt was right there with a great rebound and putback.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Ryan Otten coming over the back on that one.
Ryan Otten, number 12.
Number 12, Ryan Otten.
his first personal. Outstanding linebacker and great football player for Del Oro. Now finishing up his career on the hardwood.
Very physical player. Brings a lot of toughness to the Del Oro team.
Yes, he does. Ivan Tosh, left side for Kleppe, his older brother, of course, at Sierra, playing football. Now we have a foul. We're going the other way.
That was an illegal screen by number 31 for Colfax.
David Kleppe.
David Kleppe. That was a pulling guard check right there.
Marty Mortensen has just joined us at the table, the great one, the Big M. He'll be doing the next game. Now here's Slater, wanting to drive and loses his footing. Gets it back though, and look at him go. Good defense, left-hander from Spencer Montez. And well, I tell you what, it must be the rims in this gym. He just has not been able to find the range here in the 2 games that we've seen him. And the foul is on who? 12? Otten again? Oh, it's on Slater, number 13 instead of number 12. So the first on Slater.
Number 22, Josiah Johnston.
Josiah Johnston in the ball game for the Golden Eagles. And here comes Colfax. Del Oro with that 2-3 zone, but now it looks like they've gone back to the box and 1. And Ballinger missing underneath, and Art is right there to clean the boards.
He changed that shot. He was going to shoot that and change the shot because of the shot blocker.
He changed it from a block shot to a
missed shot.
missed shot.
Absolutely. And that's what big guys do in there. They make you do that.
Ivan Tosh from 17. He's got it. Joel Ivan Tosh. His brother Ari could sure shoot the lights out. 22 all, Cary. They've come all the way back.
Yeah, we got a great game. Going back and forth here.
Turnaround Jay off the glass. Look at that. Josiah Johnston off the bench and into the books. 2 points.
That was a beautiful shot. Turnaround jumper.
24-22. Del Oro with the lead. Fowler trying to get it inside, but has it tipped away. And just like that, the Eagles are going the other way. Montez going to keep at it. Missed again. And Fowler with the rebound.
Yeah,
here comes Ivan Tosh.
Del Oro's a little cold on the 3-point shooting tonight.
And talking to Coach Broyles before the game, he says, well, it's a horrible game we had against Placer shooting the basketball. He says, normally we have about 8 3-pointers. That game we had 2 for 20. Or something like that, or 4 for 20. Fowler with the basket.
He also mentioned that 2 for 14 in the second half of the free throw line.
That was for the game, 2 for 14.
Oh.
It was like 1 for 12 in the second half.
Outrageous.
And another whistle, Rick Willoughby making the call. Fouls on number 5. Number 4, Casey Arndt. That's important because he's got 2 now, and they don't want to get him in foul trouble, so he's going to come to the bench. And Ryan Otten is back on the floor along with Josiah Johnston. He goes 6'7", so you got 6'9", 6'5", 6'7". You got some guys with some height and some athletic ability there for Del Oro. Now here's a pass that goes into the backcourt, and Ivan Tosh didn't get after it right away, and it's still loose. Del Oro's got the ball, and now we got a punch. That's a punch. It looked like a punch to me. Maybe not. It's going to be a jump ball. Rick Willoughby had a much better view of it than I did.
Jump ball.
No matter how frustrated you get, you can't swing at anybody. Let's take a look right here. See, Ivan Tosh didn't go after that ball right away thinking, well, it's going to be back court. Well, maybe back court, but you don't want to make it the other team's ball. We'll take a look at it.
There was a swing. I'm going to get to see that.
And then on the inbounds here, Del Oro misses the long shot.
Yeah.
We're going to finish this play here. And you see 20 kind of on top of him, Martin Schubert. And I think he took a little umbrage with that.
And he kind of pushed him away from him forcefully.
Yeah, well, that, okay. Was not a punch. As we said, Rick Willoughby was right on that call. Yeah. From the corner, here it is, and it's a tray for Luke Slater. 27-24 is the score. Mike Michaela getting the assist. Here our outstanding PA announcer, Matt Folsom, in the background. Fowler can't get one to go over Junkston. There's Lovasolo. Michaela right side. Back to Lovasolo. Top of the key, Slater. He's deadly. Look out. Bang. Nope. Front iron. That one looked like it was going straight down. And this ball's out of bounds. It's going to be Del Oro ball.
Knocked out by Fowler, yeah. Good hustle by Del Oro by Johnston.
And Del Oro wants to talk it over with 3:18 to go here in this first half. It's Del Oro 27 and Colfax 24. Let's go into the huddle with Ron Pucci and the Colfax Falcons.
You got to make a choice. Do I pull it out and run our offense, or do I attack? And right now you're 50-50. Your choices have been about 50-50. You got to make them pay pressing, but you can't throw. You got to make the right choice. That's all there is. Go to the basket, maybe Kyle. One more hard dribble. If we don't have a good shot, we want to run the double one time with Scott coming on the baseline and Joy back behind it. And Joy is open on that quick little lob over the top. Let's get a stop here. We're going to get a rebound. Falcons, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I really like the way Coach Pucci talks to his players in the huddle. You heard him say, Kyle, maybe one more dribble. Talking to Kyle Fowler, don't hurry it. You're a big fella. Use your body. One more dribble, get to the basket, and make a good shot. He didn't say, Kyle, doggone it. If you don't do that, you're coming out. He just said, check it out, and we'll see what happens. There's Lovasolo with a great move, missing the shot. Ivan Tosh comes out of there with a rebound.
Yeah, that was a good point, Petey. But the reason he is stopping because those shot blockers are in there. So I understand what Coach is saying, and I'm pretty sure that he understands. But a shot blocker in there will make you do different things than you plan on.
Yeah, he's just trying to get him to settle down. Here's Slater coming the other way. Wow, he's fast.
Yeah, that's just speed down the court.
29-24, Del Oro with the lead on Slater's basket. Schubert with the dribble, guarded by Slater. Ballinger back to Schubert. Fowler with the screen. Schubert running the lane, puts it up, and that's what you're talking about right there. Casey Arndt blocking the shot. Ivan Tosh trying to get the steal, and instead he gets the foul. And Michael Michaela.
Yeah, that's all good in theory, and I understand what Coach is saying, but when you've had the ball rejected in your face about 3 times, you will hesitate before you make that last dribble in there. And he made the last dribble that time, and it got sent back out. So,
well, he is a good one, and he's going to be 6'9" the whole ball game.
Yes, absolutely.
Michaela will inbounds now. Schubert guarding him. And get it in the corner, Lovasolo. Slater now. We're approaching the 2:10 mark here in the first half. Del Oro with the 5-point lead. This is Michaela. Lovasolo, top of the key, Otten. Swinging around Slater. Lob into Arndt, and even Arndt couldn't get that one.
He's going to just throw it in there. He's trying to lob it. He was open just to pass it straight in, and then he would have had time to use his body.
The timing was off there. So Colfax now with the basketball. Under 2 minutes to go. Schubert guarded by Slater. Inbounds, or tries to enter it in. Now here's Fowler, and again he has his pass blocked, but he gets it back. Cross key pass, and Schubert for 3, no good. And Ballinger with the rebound, throws his body into Arndt. And now here's Ivan Tosh with the floater, no good. Ballinger with the rebound. Chrisman hasn't touched the ball a lot lately, gets to the lane, and he'll get to the line for 2. And that's one thing Jeff Broyles talked about. He's real good at getting you into foul trouble because he's so athletic. He'll get into a lane, he'll try to go to the hoop. And he'll score if you don't foul him. So he's at the line, and you pick your poison here. Scott Chrisman.
Yeah, somebody finally went to the hole. They were getting rebounds 2 feet from the basket, throwing it back out 14 feet. And like I said, they're too worried about the shot blocker. You still have to take it to him. And if he blocks it, he blocks it. But if he gets a foul, then you'll take a block for a foul anytime. So Chrisman did the right thing and just take it to the hole.
And the second shot is good. 29-25, 4-point lead for Del Oro. 1:25 to go, first half. Michaela with the dribble against Schubert, gets a screen from Arndt. Leaves it out here for Lovasolo. He'll take it baseline, goes up over Fowler, off the glass, and good. 31-25.
That's great shooting there.
And that was a nice shot by Schubert.
Yeah, that was a good shot. I think he got away with one, but
you think he might have made another step in there? Crisman with the ball, and look at him go. And he chased by Magleby, still lays it up off the glass. You can't let the kicker catch him. Mason Magleby, an outstanding. Oh, wait a minute, beg your pardon, that's the freshman again. Getting him mixed up with 33, Mason Magleby. And now what do we got? We got a kick ball. We're going to get a new 35-second clock.
yeah, that was a kick ball. Michaela got lucky there. He's thrown a couple of errant passes, and luckily that went off his foot. Got to take a little better care of the ball down there.
Jungsteen is back in the ball game. Here's Arndt off the inbound and misses the shot off the glass. Jungsteen 6'7" with the rebound, and now Kyle Fowler has this ball go off of a Del Oro player, Hendricks, and good hustle by Kyle, and it'll be Colfax ball. And Ryan Otten is coming back off the bench, and Tyler Shepard into the ball game for Del Oro. With 31 seconds to go in the first half, Del Oro up 31-29.
Got a well-played ball game defensively.
Colfax averaging 66 points a game. They're a little under that average right now. Fowler didn't leave his feet. And here's Schubert, leaves for Ballinger. And Ballinger had his shot changed, but he still gets to the line as Casey Arndt picks up his third personal. And I'll imagine he's going to be out of the ball game for the last 6.7 seconds here in this first half.
Yeah, he was. And finally, Bollinger, instead of passing the ball out, went to the hole, and good things happened. You're at the free throw line. Their tallest player now has 3 fouls.
Ballinger's a 71% free throw shooter, but missed that one.
We got substitutions everywhere now.
And coming in the ball game is Luke Stoddard. I think it's the first time he's been in there. And his second shot is good. 31-30, 1-point game. Del Oro with the lead, and Michaela with the basketball. And he leaves it right side, and Slater with the 3, no good at the buzzer. And so at halftime, that's your score. Del Oro 31 and Colfax 30. Been a great game defensively for 2 good defensive squads. And you see Del Oro going into the locker room there. A lot of static in these headphones here. Okay, they tell me they're working on that. I hope you don't hear that at home. But yeah, pretty good game. And 31-30 is the score. NorCal game of the week. And what did you see you liked in the first half there, Cary?
Well, I thought it was a very well-played game. Colfax managed at the end to get Del Oro in a little foul trouble, which is going to probably play big in the second half. Man, the Del Oro guards, though, really took it to them. They I got 14 points for Lovasolo, and Michaela came in with 8 points. That's big time scoring from the guard position.
Well, we're here courtside here. I want to bring in our announcer, our PA announcer, Matt Folsom. Take a look at the camera, Matt. That's Matt Folsom. He's the best PA announcer you're going to find at the Kendal Arnett. He's the only one. He's doing all the games today. It's amazing what the guy will do. Getting a little throat, getting a little sore. Okay. We wanted to just double check some of our stats, Matthew, in the first half. Get some of the leaders. Maybe Matt will talk to us if we hold him a mic. Matt's good at this.
I'd love to.
Oh, that's too loud, Matt. He's got too good of a voice.
Yeah.
Hold that thing down a little bit.
I don't like this. You're going to have to show me.
That mic is really loud compared to the other one.
All right. How's that?
So how are you enjoying the Kendal Arnett? I know you got your first taste last year.
Well, this is my second year doing this, Pete. I love it. I was glad to be invited back. I really enjoy it. This is what high school basketball is all about. You look at this gym, and you look at all the people. You look at crowds.
Matthew, but now
something happened to my microphone.
Yeah, there.
I'll keep talking.
Okay, now go down again.
Okay.
You're messing with your mic level.
But this is what it's all about, Pete. You know, you invited me, and I accepted, and I can't wait to come back every year from now on to fill in for you.
Absolutely. Fill in for me for the
Yeah, because I know that's your seat. I'm warming up over there. I'm keeping it warm for you.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, we're having fun, though, working for Gil and Touchdown Productions. And it's nice that these the kids get to come in playing from a packed house like this, and then they get on with their league season. So this is
that's
like
coming up in just a couple weeks, and you know, this is a great preparation for that league season. You look at the first game today, Del Campo and Folsom going into overtime. That prepares them for what's coming up in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, that was a great game. I mean, very athletic game, and it looked like Folsom was going to blow them out at first. But
yeah, I was surprised, but Dave Novus and his Del Campo Cougars brought it back, did what they had to do to take it into overtime, and I think just a little bit more depth on that Bulldog side over there. Got him the win in OT.
And as you speak of them, they just walked in front of us here. So, all right, Matt Folsom, well, thank you. Maybe you could find out and make sure on our leading scorers for each team. If you could do that and let us know, I'd appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do for you.
Okay, use the high-tech equipment here.
Right on, man.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks.
All right, Matt Folsom, the voice of the Kendall Arnett, and happy to have him come by and say hi to us. We want to thank our sponsors, and without them, we wouldn't be here. So let's do it. Touchdown Productions, NorCal Game of the Week, presented by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. It's time for you to experience the newest outdoor living experience in Colfax. At Hanson Brothers, you'll find a selection of landscape and masonry products, including retaining walls and stepping stones. You'll also find everything you need for outdoor landscaping, including decorative rock and new products like their pondless waterfalls. Hanson Brothers Hanson Brothers Colfax, proud to be a part of the Colfax community.
And we have Nevada Joint Union High School District. Our high school district is the home of the best comprehensive high school in the state at Bear River. Bear River campus boasts a 100% graduation rate, with 75% of the grads enrolling in four-year college. Their extracurricular activities include 16 clubs and 20 sports, as well as performing arts department, AP, and honors classes. With so many choices, it's easy to see that Nevada Joint Union High School District is a way of serving our community with higher education.
By Port of Subs, the Christmas party season is here. Cindy and Mike Argento, along with John Laramere, invite you to the Port of Subs in Grass Valley, Nevada City, to help cater your next big event. Their selection of sandwiches and wraps and salads and soups and party trays are perfect for all those parties you're attending. So why spend time preparing when you could just go to Port of Subs and have something prepared for you? Call or fax in your order. You'll never have to wait at the Port of Subs.
Soft Answers. Owner Dallas Wivholm specializes in software management, design, consultation. That's why he's the best friend for your computer sister ever had. And Soft Answers is a proud supporter of Nevada Union Sports and all enjoyment they bring to the community. Dallas salutes the comment of the NU minors, the coaches and their families. He's proud to donate his time once again as the freshman basketball coach.
And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, Happy New Year to all of you. And let's go to Gil Dominguez, who has a very special guest right there. That's Mark Lee, not only the athletic director and the basketball coach, but he spruces up the gym before the Kendall Arnett. Mark and Gil, take it away.
Yeah, he does everything here for the Earl Crabbe. His office is in the Earl Crabbe. What a fun place to have your office right here in the gym.
Oh, yeah. I'm very, very happy to have a great job here at Placer High School. And then the Earl Crabbe Gym, I mean, people coming here from out of town just look at it in awe, and oh, what a facility. So we really enjoy it.
Now, this is only one of 5 or 6 truss beam facilities that are in the country.
Yes, there's a couple down in Southern California. I can't remember the name. I believe it's Oceanside High School has one just like it. There's one up towards the border that has one, and I believe there's one in the Bay Area. You know, when the state of California puts out a set of plans, they stay with it for 2 or 3 years. So every gym in the state will look like that for 2 or 3 years.
And we're really blessed up here to have the full range of gymnastic architecture, really, in the foothills. Everything from this facility, which is, 71 years old?
Yep, 1936.
To the Nevada Union Gym, which was a product of the 50s or 40s.
Mm-hmm. Work Project America, I believe, yeah.
And then, of course, the Bear River Gym, which came in online in the 90s.
Yeah, Jack McQuarrie Gym.
Right, Jack McQuarrie Gymnasium. And then, of course, the brand new multi-million-dollar facility up in Colfax.
Yes, and Del Oro's brand new gym also.
Exactly, same manufacturer there.
Yeah, same look. Colfax is smaller.
But what a beautiful set of lighting they have in there. If I could wish you one Christmas present here at the Kendal, it would be lighting like up at Colfax.
And it's better here than it was. They changed the lights here 5 years ago, and it's much better now.
Now let's turn our attention to the tournament for a second. The gym is 71 years old. The tournament, 66 years old. Oh, what a great accomplishment. Obviously, that's older than you are. So that means that a lot of people have put time and effort into this event for the last 6 decades.
It's older than the NBA. It's 5 years older than the NBA. Yes, before 1971, there was no postseason, new CIF postseason tournament. So they had some invitational tournaments around the area, and the Kendall Arnett tournament was one of those. So if you look up on the record board, it's 2 1971s. Well, one of those was a postseason tournament in 71, and then the tournament in 1971 became a Christmas tournament. So you had a March 71, December 71 champion.
And then, of course, this is the latest version right here. What's the teams that want to get into? Is there a waiting list to get into the Kendal?
No, not necessarily. It's not hard to fill, but there's not a waiting list. And some teams drop out, like Oakmont this year. He just said he had to, for one time, spend time with his family during the Kendal. And they don't open league for another 2 weeks, so it was time for him to take some time off for his family. And his kids were very upset about it, but he made a decision not to come back, and that opened a spot for Del Oro.
And that's important also because it is right in the middle of that Christmas holiday. Teachers, staff, a lot of other teams.
Coaches' wives, yes. Like yesterday, I was down here for 12 hours, and so my wife's got used to just going down to her mother's and spending the day before the Kendal down there. So, and then she paints all the signs. I got home from here last night about 10 o'clock, then she stayed up and painted all the signs for the gym until about midnight so they could dry overnight.
God bless her.
Yeah, she's a great lady.
And, of course, we're all married to that same kind of woman that allows us to go out and do the things that we do. It does take a lot. Sports takes a lot of time.
Yes, it does. It's a sacrifice that all coaches make and a lot of teachers make, especially over the holidays. Basketball, you have no Thanksgiving really holiday, no Christmas, none of the President's holidays. But we look forward to spring break.
All right, just like us, we have no 4th of July. We're doing the parade. Well, listen, I know you're going to be busy at the next game because that's just prior to your game coming up here tonight. Thanks a lot for letting us come down again, Mark, and all our fans on ACTV Channel 20. You're watching this pretty much immediately right after it happens here. Thanks to their staff and management over there for getting the games on real quick for our community.
And I want to thank Touchdown Productions for coming in and supporting the Kendall Arnett tournament and all the sponsors that help support the Kendall Arnett tournament. Really appreciate it.
Can't do it without them. Mark, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Gil. Take care.
All right, Mark Lee, athletic director, varsity basketball coach. We'll see him a little bit later and maybe have him mic'd up. I don't know. I'm still trying to talk him into that. Guys, back to you.
Well, that might be a little tough. I tell you what, Mark is a heck of a coach, and when we talked to the B called me this week and wanted to be part of the fives, and I mentioned the coaching, and I had him in mind. He pulled off a great upset against Del Oro here recently. Let's thank our sponsors once again, bringing us this NorCal Game of the Week on Touchdown Productions right into your living room, and we want to thank Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. The President's Award is given to automotive dealership demonstrating excellence in sales, service, and parts. And for the 7th consecutive year, the winner has been Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. It says a lot about Magnuson's and the customers who shop here and why they are the biggest in the foothills but still offer hometown services. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, proud sponsor of Colfax and Placer High School athletics.
Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete, Chevrolet Aggregates. Chevrolet Ready Mix is famous for its small-time service in the foothills. They've been serving their community since 1946, and for over 60 years, they're providing with contract materials. Whether you're building a swimming pool, driveway, patio, or decking, Chevrolet Ready Mix is ready to deliver custom-made products fit to landscaping or terrain at Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete and Chevrolet Aggregate.
All right, we're going to get back to live action. We'll hear from Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP and Walker's Office Supplies in just a little bit. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Here's Lobasolo now going left side. And this is Slater. What a nice drive. Dishes out to Montes, the left-hander. And oh, what a nice pass back to Slater, around and off. Fowler with the rebound, gives to Krisman. And he leaves it for Ivan Tosh. Ivan Tosh between the circles. Right side to Schubert. and he'll bring it out. Now Del Oro's gone with their 2-3 zone, and they've really packed it in, Cary.
Oh, yes, it's
Ballinger finds a hole and scores off the glass, and Colfax with its first lead since early in the ball game.
Colfax is playing a man-to-man now, so they're staying in there. Ooh. We got a lot of contact, no call. Got 11 play today.
Crisman almost had a good open look, but he traveled instead. Finishes the play, but it doesn't count. And it's a turnover. It'll be Del Oro basketball on the sideline here. 6:46 to go, third quarter. Colfax with a 32-31 lead against a very good Del Oro squad. Jeff Broyles really happy with his squad, trying to get them to play a little harder, a little tougher like some of his recent teams, but he says they are coming along just fine. He started the year 8-0. They had 3 close losses since then, including one right here in this gym to Placer High School.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach, and the didn't play very well at the Cordova game the other night, too, and lost another one. Got down early by 17 and fought their way back within 1, but fell a little short.
And that one is off the iron, no good. Luke Stoddard starting the second half here. Casey Arndt starting on the bench. And again, he has 3 personals, so Coach Broyles wanting to take it easy with his big man here. And in the first minute and 40 seconds, only 2 points have been scored, and they've been scored by Colfax.
Boy, they really have that zone packed in tight now. They're going to try to force Colfax to shoot something from the outside. And there it is.
Schubert, and it doesn't go. And Ryan Otten cleans the glass. Left side Slater on the way is a tray, and it's good. And if Del Oro can start getting out on breaks like that, getting the rebounding that they do, and getting those open looks for the threes, it's going to be tough for Colfax tonight. Ivan Tosh blocked with the left hand by Otten, and on the break, once again, Slater so quick down the court, and he scores. It's 36-32. Del Oro with a 4-point lead, 5:30 to go, third quarter.
Yeah, Del Oro's getting down the court really fast. That was a great left-handed layup.
Fowler looking to move against Slater. Nothing there. Ivan Tosh might have got away with a shoulder, and left side for Ballinger, and he hits a 12-footer. Colfax hanging in, 36-34. Coming back the other way, Lovasolo. Fowler's pass blocked. Here's Crisman. Takes it all the way to the lane, and he scores. Now they call that a charge.
They waved it off. Great position by the defense of Del Oro.
Rick Willoughby right there on the call, talking to Coach Pucci right now. Coach Pucci not very happy with that one.
Well, one way or another, one coach wasn't going to be happy with that, but no. That was a great defensive play. He did hold his position there.
Well, I didn't. I kind of got blocked off, but I just assumed it was going to be a, you rarely see a charge on a play like that anymore. So, apologize to Rick for jumping the gun on that call. He's got much better position than I do.
Yeah, it was I thought he was there.
I tell you what, I would hate to be a basketball referee. I referee football, and I do umpire softball and some baseball. And you wouldn't get me out on that basketball court for the world. There's just too many block charge calls, just too many things going on all the time.
Well, it's tough, and that's why you can never go a whole night and say you never missed anything. So it's almost impossible to be 100%, but you just do the best you can, and it usually works out that's not going to cost you one way or another. So it'll all equal out.
Well, this is a big tournament. We mentioned that the B is here, and Auburn Journal is here, Grass Valley Union's here, and KOVR 13 is here as well. And they do a great job at covering local prep sports for us. Here's Crisman, rejected, but puts it back. Oh, they call a jump ball.
Call the jump ball.
As Otten got his big hand up on Crisman on the ball as he went up for the shot.
And the possession now goes to the Eagles. So Del Oro with a great defensive play. They would have had to call it a jump ball or they'd have been traveling. So it's a good call there.
Here's Michael Michaela. And look at him run the lane, and he gets the shot up early and off the glass and scores. 38-34, Golden Eagles with the lead.
I think he had a flashback of his football there. He just ran down the hole that was opened up there, man, and it was the basket there.
I had the pleasure of watching that young man and watching a lot of these Colfax kids in the football arena, and they are something else. These are good athletes out here.
The great things with the schools now is you see the kids getting to play all the sports. And it's quite remarkable when you get a good bunch of athletes come through.
Well, you take a look at this Colfax team, and they've got 4 football players on the squad. Their football team, Cary, a school of 960, they have about 60 guys out for football, for varsity football.
That's just loving the community of the game.
And they don't share offensive and defensive positions. You're either an offensive player or a defensive player. I mean, how amazing is that? You don't see that very often. That tells you the kind of commitment that they have there at Colfax. And there is a nice inside pass from Ivantosh to Ballinger, and he lays it up for 2, 38-36. Del Oro leading Colfax by 2, 3.5 minutes to go. Third period, opening night of the Kendall. Lovasolo, right side, Slater. Crisman on him, he thinks twice of it. Now they get it into Otten. Look at the left-handed turnaround shot over Fowler. Ooh, tough to stop that. 48-36 now. Del Oro with a 4-point lead.
That was a beautiful pivot move with the opposite hand. Looked like he was just in the gym by himself working on that one. Very nicely done.
Schubert, Michaela flashes on him and then gives up. Now here's Fowler. Low and nobody there. They're trying so hard to get the ball to Crisman, and he has just not been a factor in this ball game too much. He got 6 points early, and that's it.
Well, you have to become part of the flow of the game and get him involved. You're not just going to make it happen. So you need to just play, and he will shine in the end, but you can't force the ball into him. They're expecting it that. Got to be on the second or third pass, not the first.
Good point. Here comes Michaela. Lovasolo, I like this young man. Junkston to Michaela, gets it down low. Otten's all alone for 2. I mean, that's just too easy. 6-point lead, biggest lead of this ball game for Del Oro, 42-36, as we approach the 2:30 mark in the third period. Just nothing there in the middle, and Colfax working that perimeter hard. And then when they do drive, they have to alter their shots like that one. And Otten with the rebound, and the foul is on number 20, Martin Schubert. And that's going to be Del Oro, ball out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a good hustle on the shot, but he just went for it too much. Once the guy gets the rebound, you got to let him have it.
Lovasolo had 13 at the break. Michaela and Slater each had 7. Crisman led Colfax with 6. Ballinger, Fowler had 4, and Fisher had 3. There's Michaela running right around. Ballinger with the over-the-shoulder block out of bounds. Nice job by Joey Ballinger, who was a tight end on that football team.
Yeah, I told the little guy, don't come in here with that one.
Yeah.
So
I'm a tight end. You don't come through here without a clothesline.
Yeah.
Michaela gets it around to Slater, and inside to Lovasolo, blocked again by Ballinger. And all of this is going on with the 6-point lead for Del Oro and less than 2 minutes to go in the third period, with the big guy, Casey Arndt, 6'9" center, on the bench for Del Oro with 3 fouls. Nice inbounds pass and a nice shot. Luke Stoddard, left side baseline, makes it an 8-point ball game. Del Oro's biggest lead of the game. Coach Ron Pucci wants to talk some things over right now. Let's see if we can go to the huddle and hear from Coach Pucci.
Back to what we're doing, and we've got Scott over here. We got David on the baseline. We got Joey now high. So Joey's going to step strong. We got Fish here. We got Joel here. Joel's setting a good screen. Try to get in that little gap right there. Go ahead and shoot it. And go rebound it, Scott. Okay? So David's stepping here. Shoot that little bank shot, that little baseline short corner shot, David. Okay? Hey, we got to get some stops now. We got to get the rebound. We're not showing on that ball screen enough. That's why the guys turn the corner. Can't rely on Joy blocking every shot. Go, Falcons, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Here we go.
Ron Pucci, what a good coach.
Well, what a sense of calmness in his huddle. It's not like you would leave
like
there
that.
and not understand what you were supposed to do. Very deliberate, calm, and again makes his kids understand what he wants from them.
That's just the key to great coaching, is that communication. And you know what? It's not the easiest thing in the world to do with teenagers sometimes. You know, it's tough, but they have his ear, they have his respect, and vice versa. They listen to what Coach Pucci says. 44-36, 8-point lead for Del Oro, 1:40 to go in the third period. Lovasolo. We still have Coach Pucci's mic open. Now we got it closed. And look at that drive by Ivan Tosh. Didn't get the basket, but what a gutsy move to get in there. And the ball's out of bounds off of Del Oro. It'll be Colfax ball, baseline.
Yeah, that ball was bounced around a little bit off the Del Oro guy. To see what kind of play they're going to get here out of bounds here. It seems to be a man-to-man setup off of this. See if they move with their guy or go to the zone.
Grisman is being hounded by Mason Megalby. And they're, I think they're asking, is there a reset on the shot clock? I don't know what they're doing. Rick Willoughby, the official, coming over this side now. We're ready to go. Ballinger gets the inbounds pass out to Grisman.
Swinging around for that shot.
And it's wide open, and it's no good. Junkston with the rebound, gives it to Michaela. And the running back pauses at the P. Now he takes it to the rack, and he's fouled on the way. They're going to give him a two-shot foul on that. So Michaela will go to the line and shoot two.
Great penetration, yeah. Felt the contact, put the ball up, and get the shot.
David Kleppe with a foul, his second personal in the ball game. 1:06 to go, third period. And it's a 9-point lead now as Michaela hits the first free throw, 45-36.
Yeah, we're getting to a point of the game now that Colfax is going to have to find a way to score. They've been shut down quite a bit here at the end of the third quarter.
46-36, and remember, it was 32-31 early in the third quarter with Colfax in the lead. But since then, it's been a 15-4 run for Del Oro. Here's Ballinger with the turnaround, no good. Coming out of there with the ball is Stoddard. Now here comes Lovasolo, top of the key. Right side Junkston, the 6'7" swingman. That one's tipped away by Jared Fisher, who Pucci calls Fish in the huddle a little while ago. He said, "We got Fish." He wasn't talking about after the game. He was talking about that young man, Jared Fisher, 5'11" senior guard. And now it's going to be the freshman, Aaron Hendricks, to inbounds this ball. Gets it to Lovasolo. And it looks like we've got a little man-to-man defense for Colfax.
Watch Hendricks pop out for the shot. They like to get him the three-point shot out.
30 seconds to go, 14 on the shot clock. Stolen away and given up. And here, coming the other way and drawing the foul is David Kleppe. He'll go to the line to shoot two as Mike Michaela tried to get position, but couldn't do it. It's a 2-point.
Yeah, Michaela got there a little late and wasn't able to establish any position. That was a good call.
And back ironing off, no good.
Well, the freshman learned some valuable lessons right there. They got jumped and they double teamed and took the ball away from him, but that's how you learn. You got to get it out there and experience it.
Missed both free throws. Colfax can't afford to be cold from the free throw line tonight. Not if they're going to try and attack the basket and draw foul problems. Here's Michaela. Tries to enter it into Otten, and Ballinger kind of got him, and he'll be called for the foul. It'll be Del Oro ball baseline.
Was number 32, Joey Ballinger, is first.
First personal on Ballinger.
Kind of a low foul count in the game here tonight. They're kind of letting them play, and the guys are kind of keeping it clean. And
no question. They're going to let him play a little bit. Good officials, Jay Alstrom and Rick Willoughby. This ball is stolen away by Grisman. He'll take it all the way. And he draws the foul, but no call. And Ron Pucci is very upset right now. with Jay Alstrom in front of his bench, has his hands up and says, "Why isn't that a foul call?"
I think maybe the coach may have got lucky because that kid was standing there before Chrisman ever got to the spot.
Well, we're going to go to Ron Pucci right now in the huddle.
Long way to go. We're going to go back with the guys that started for about 2 minutes and then rotate again. But we got to have more defense and we got to get to the basket. Okay? So once again now, if they're in that triangle in 2, what kind of shots are we getting? Good shots? Weren't we? You can't pass up that little 8-foot jump shot. Shoot it. Shoot it. Fish, when you go back, shoot it. We got to get the ball from the glass and go rebound it. We're turning the ball over too much. Okay? So that's all we're going to do. Don't be desperate. There's a long way to go. But remember now, Joey is going to step out and Kyle's stepping in. And you got to get in there and get on the foul line a little bit, stop the clock. And Joel's setting the ball screen and Marty's coming off of it. And Scott's way down to the weak side. And then down here, you got to get some stops. On the ball screens, we must show, because that guy's turning the corner on the ball screen. We can't rely on block shots. Long way to go. Couple scores, we're right back on them. So don't let up here. Long way to go. Falcons on 3. 1, 2, 3. Whose ball was it?
I love it. Ron Pucci cheering on the troops as they were outscored in that quarter 15-8. Want to thank our sponsors, and they include Walker's Office Supply. Mike Anderson and his staff at Walker's Office Supplies let you know your business, and they know your name because they're local just like you. Walker's Office Supply. You don't want to miss a single thing in 2007, so get your calendars and your notebooks from Walker's Office Supply.
Francis Sitco and Gaziano LLP. Francis Sitco Gaziano, they are specialized in making your business grow. They are certified public accountants, business consultants, all rolled into one. And now that the tax season, it's time to make an appointment to either location in Auburn or Grass Valley. Taxes made easy by Grazzo, Francis, and Sitco.
Well, Touchdown Productions wants to invite you to listen up and watch on your local cable TV. And you've just seen 2 straight baskets. Joel Ivantosh and that one there by Scott Chrisman. And now Jeff Broyles from Del Oro wants to take a timeout as Colfax has just made it a 4-point ball game, 46-42. And let's go listen to Ron Pucci again.
If they are man-to-man, then we can run all our stuff. So come down, challenge them, see what they're in. Run your motion offense.
Picking up Coach Pucci. We can see him. When we hear him,
we'll run that stack again.
We'll shut up.
But I believe they're man-to-man.
Here we go.
Okay? A stop here is big. Long way to go. No panic. Take care of the ball and run your motion offense. You got to get back in this. You're right back in the game. We're right back in it. Okay, so if they're man, what are we doing, boys? We're running the motion and look to go to the hole. Okay? If they are that triangle in 2, we get stacked. You set the pick. Morton gets in there, shoot that little jump shot. Falcons, 1, 2, 3. Go, play.
He's talked about the triangle and 2 defense where they run a triangle zone and then have 2 guys guarding 2 selected areas or 2 selected individuals for the Falcons. We'll see what they run. Looks like they're running just straight man right now. Man-to-man. Lovasolo in the backcourt, guarded by Ivantosh. That's Colfax is running man, I should say.
Yeah, the Colfax is running,
yeah. Pucci was talking about the next possession for Colfax, and here it comes as Ballinger gets the rebound, the tip from Fowler. And here's Ivantosh. So what are we looking at here?
Well, after Colfax only scored 8 points in the 3rd quarter, they came out and got 4 in the first minute of the 4th quarter, so maybe they're going to try to get it. They got it back to a close game now.
Well, they brought both high post guys out on Fowler when he got to the baseline, or the foul line there. And right away, he looked to pass down low.
Yeah, they're trying a little back door with Chrisman, trying to get in some kind of shots down low there.
Fowler's guarded by Otten. And, of course, the big guy, Casey Arndt, back in the ball game, number 4 in the middle. Schubert looked like he wanted to pass, but ended up shooting it. Arndt with the ball, outlet to Lovasolo, and the pass gets away down the floor as Schubert goes for a tumble underneath our location here. It looks like he comes up limping, but he'll be all right. You see him running out on the floor there. He's got the basketball now.
I could hear something under the table. I couldn't see him.
And I think, Santa Claus was coming or something. Such a stir. I went to the floor to see what was the matter.
Yeah, great hustle there.
Yes, it was. Love to see that. Love to see kids playing with heart, and both these teams are playing with heart. Schubert with the left-hand dribble, and it looked like he walked and got away with it and off the glass and scores. I thought the pivot foot was the right foot, and he picked it up and scored.
He got away with one there, but it all counts, I guess.
That happens. Now Chrisman with a great save attempt takes out a chair in the far corner under that K-High Crow's Nest broadcast location. But he comes out of there, and listen to the fans. They love that. That's all anybody comes to a high school game to see is just kids playing with heart and passion, and who cares about the score when they're playing like that. Slater leaves for Arndt, and Arndt leaves it in the basket. Nothing that Ballinger could do there. 48-44 is the score.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's my first points I have for Arndt all night.
I think you're right, Cary. I don't have him for any either. Ivan Tosh, left side baseline, and Lovasolo caught him a little bit with the body, and Ivan Tosh will go to the line to shoot two to try to make this just a 2-point ball game.
Lovasolo, that's his third. At the line for the Falcons.
Yeah, it was 36-46, so it's gone on an 8-2 run there. They got back in the ball game.
And the first one is good. Joel Ivantosh. Spencer Montez is into the ball game, the left-handed shooter, replacing Michael Michaela. He and Lovasolo in the backcourt now for the Eagles. You got Otten and Arndt on the front line, and Slater out of wing. And once again, Ron Pucci wants to talk it over with his troops. So let's go to the huddle and listen to Ron Pucci.
All right, come on now. All right, you're right in it. It's a 2-point game. Listen now, they're in a triangle and 2. If they play man, get ready to run your motion offense. But when you run the set it against that triangle and 2, you're like this. They got a man on Scott. They got a man on Joel. So we want Martin up on top. So Joel or Scott, when you set those screens, you're dragging that guy. Hey, last time, the Joy's coming underneath, right? Or Kyle, this guy here is open. The guy you look there first, Martin, on the baseline, and then look 2, right there. Okay? You got to come off, and you might have a shot, a little bank shot right there. But you guys set good screens without fouling. Run the set it. You guys play the wings, okay? And go rebound it. And now look, they're going to go inside to number 12 or 4. We have to have pressure on the ball. Falcons on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Did you catch all that, Cary?
I caught it for the most part.
Okay. So he mostly was talking about what they're going to do on offense when they get the ball back.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep his offense moving in motion and doing that off the stack stuff. It seems that when they slow down and run their offense, they have much better success.
From the corner, Slater, 3. Luke Slater with a big 3-pointer there. That makes it a 5-point ball game, 51-46, as we are at 5 minutes left in the ball game. Golden Eagles up by 5.
You see why Slater's leading scorer on their team. What a beautiful touch. Great shot.
They've got a lot of guys who could be a lot of leading scorers on other teams. From the corner, Ivan Tosh tries to answer back, not good. On Arndt with the rebound and the assist. The full court pass to Slater at the other end, and Slater is lighting it up now. 53-46, 4:33 to go in the ball game.
What a rebound and outlet pass by Arndt. Perfectly done.
Chrisman, he's been quiet tonight, and he is making a little noise right there. Good control with the body. He scores. Arndt draws the foul, his 4th of the ball game, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1.
What a great, watch Arndt on the rebound, over the head pass, right above the defense. Perfectly thrown, easy layup. Can't do it any better than that.
But on the other end, he's now committed his 4th personal. I'm not sure if he has some blood is coming out of the game because of blood or because of the 4th personal. I think it's blood coming into the ball game is going to be Luke Stoddard.
Well, it's on the board that he's number 4 has 4. So.
Oh, I know he's got 4. I'm not sure if he's got a bloody nose over there. So that's where they're going to take him out for right now. Then no doubt getting back in there. 5-point lead, but this could be a 3-point play for Scott Chrisman. Scott Chrisman's dad teaches here at Placer. That's got to be tough in the Chrisman household.
Yeah, when they have the Placer Colfax game, I think. Well, you know where Dad's really.
Well, Dave Chrisman is a big supporter of Placer and loves Nihelman, loves teaching here. But when his son is on the court, it's a different story, and I don't blame him. And he makes the free throw, 53-49. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this ball game. Del Oro is up by 4. Lovasolo with the basketball, stops, rejected by Ballinger, out of bounds, off of Colfax. Del Oro ball.
It went off Fowler's knee, but I thought that should have been called a jump ball
on the rejection. 4:07 to go, 53-49. Del Oro with the lead and the inbounds pass. Chrisman on Slater. Don't want to let him loose. They swinging around. Spencer Montes. Lovasolo guarded by Ivantosh. Down low to Otten. Now back out to Slater for 3. A high one. No good. Rebound taken off of there by Schubert. Colfax has a chance to pull within 2 or 1 if they can get a triple. Ballinger to Chrisman. Lovasolo's done a good job on him tonight. Schubert now. Left side to Fowler. Ivantosh guarded by 3 guys. Somebody's got to be open. And there's some contact there that's going to be against Slater of Del Oro as he and Chrisman were going for the ball. And it'll be Colfax ball sideline. Michaela checking back in, number 3 you see on your screen.
Yeah, that was pretty good hustle on Slater's part there. Tough call.
He picks up his 3rd personal. Del Oro has 6 fouls. They'll be in the bonus with their next foul. Colfax with 5 team fouls. Each team, well, Colfax has 2 timeouts left. Del Oro has 3 as we're at the 3:10 mark in this ball game. Schubert guarded by Slater. Gets a screen from Ivantosh. Ballinger now leaves it for Fowler. Look at Fowler with the reverse layup underneath. The big man scores and cuts it to 2. Nice 53-51. Del Oro with the lead. This Colfax team just will not go away. Out of bounds off of Colfax. Del Oro keeps the ball. 24 on the shot clock. 2:46 on the game clock.
Yeah, Colfax is very patient in offense right now. So they're taking their time. They're getting good shots. No turnovers, and they're keeping it in the ball game. Nice move and a left-hander to go by Luke Stoddard. Big basket right there. Gives Del Oro a 4-point lead. And Stoddard at the line could make it. That was a beautiful drive penetration and a left-handed shot by Stoddard there. Little motion. Finishes his 3-point play. There you go. And it's 56-51. 2:40 to go in the ball game. 5-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Here's Chrisman. He's guarded by Michaela, and Michaela fouls him, and that's going to put a great shooter on the line to shoot 1 and 1. And no clock to deal with. I was going to say, last thing Del Oro wants to really do is just put them on the free throw line without making them earn a shot. Especially a foul 45 feet from the hoop. And he's been told that by his coach right now. Well, he could have just listened to us. We would have told him. He just pointed out where the 45-foot line is. Well, it was
Don't
more foul him out there.
It was more like 40. But way too far away, and, you know, this is a young man who can draw the fouls, and he can hit the free throws. Scott Chrisman makes it a 3-point Del Oro lead. Colfax fighting back, and they are trapping in the corner, and we got a timeout called Del Oro. Great call by Jeff Broyles. I was going to say, Coach made a great call as he was about to get for it in 10 seconds there in the trap. So now we're down to the last 2:30. Let's check into that Colfax huddle and listen to Coach Ron Pucci.
Good individual man-to-man defense here. They're going to run probably 4 out, and they're going to try to post up Joy's guy or Kyle's guy. It's got to be done like a team. You have to have pressure on the ball, and we've got to have good post defense and help side. That's what they're going to do. I almost guarantee they're going to go into one of their 2 big guys. And you got to get the rebound here, and let's look to go. Look to go. Now, they've been in a triangle in 2, and we're going to go back to that stack. With you setting the screen and Martin coming off, and you 2 guys stack. And you guys got to shoot the ball. Don't be afraid. Just let it go. And go rebound it. Okay? One of those guys in the stack should be open, and Martin will come off looking to shoot it. Okay? When we score, we're going to call a timeout. We got 3 left. Falcons, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I think my partner Cary Caesar just got goosebumps here when he said, go ahead and shoot it. Don't worry about it.
Here you go. Colfax jumps into a trap, which they hadn't done all game. Really surprised Del Oro, caught him off guard. Good thing coach had the conscience to call a timeout, got him out of the trap.
But Ivantosh stepped out of bounds on that trap, and you're not supposed to do that anymore.
Well, it depends on when he was given the timeout, I guess.
Well, he got the timeout anyway. Here's Stoddard out to Michaela. 2:15 to go, 3-point ball game. Del Oro with the lead and the ball. Here's the big man, Slater, stolen away by Ivantosh. Trying to make something happen, but he and Crisman ended up on the same side of the court. And here comes Colfax patiently setting up. Coach Pucci said, when you get that open shot, take it. Don't worry about it. Go rebound the basketball. Don't worry. That's your kind of coach, huh, Cary?
Yep. Anytime they say
Crisman throwing one up. It doesn't go. Ballinger with the putback. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. And that's just great coaching. Just don't worry about it. Just go ahead, take the shot. We'll worry about rebounding it later. He's a 71% free throw shooter. Joey Ballinger at the line right now.
Yeah, Stoddard got a foul on there, just making a good hustle play. Ooh.
Oh, a little short. He used the legs, but took something off the arm.
Arm got a little short. And it's a tough thing, man. This is one of the biggest times these kids have been in, you know, coming to the free throw line at Kendall Arnett. The arm will get a little shorter than usual.
And the second one is good.
Nice job.
I called it early, but it was good. 56-54. And here's Lovasolo against Ivantosh. Good defense. Well, these Del Oro kids are strong and fast. Here's Michaela driving the lane. Left-hand floater, no good. And didn't even reset the shot clock. Crisman coming out of there. Trip from behind. Manages to get the ball up. And it's a foul on Del Oro. I don't know how you get tripped up from behind like that and there's no call. Take a look at this.
I don't know if he got tripped or I guess he did. It's either got to be traveling or something.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Should have been a traveling call once there was no call. But
what a great hands to keep hold of the ball. Oh, big miss. Oh, rebound.
Fowler gets the ball from Ivantosh and scores and ties it up with 1:15 to go in the ball game. And Del Oro has it go off, out of bounds off of Colfax. Looked like Crisman tipped it away.
Yeah, we got Slater inbounding here. We got minute 12. We're in the tie ball game.
Wow, unbelievable. Del Oro with an 8-point lead in this second half, and Colfax has tied it up. Michaela running the lane, and the ball stolen away by Crisman, but a foul was called.
And it's the 17th foul, so we're free throws.
The officials don't see that yet, but that's what we're going to have. Now Michaela goes to the line. He will shoot one and the bonus. And the foul's on Schubert. That's his second personal. 7th team foul on Colfax. Del Oro has 9, and it's high enough, and it's good. The free throw by Michael Michaela. Full house here at the Earl Crabbe Gym. See Benhart Pete over there. Played ball here at Placer, went on to play professional ball in Europe. Standing near the opening. Everybody's here in town and all these communities. Second one, no good. That's a big miss as Colfax has the basketball. 1 minute to go in the ball game. 57-56, Del Oro with the lead. Ivantosh, started by Michaela, backs it off. High post, Ballinger and Fowler. Crisman now, guarded by Slater. Wants to cross key, no, gets it down low to Fowler, and he puts it up and scores! Colfax with the lead, 58-57. Del Oro with the basketball. Slater, the sharpshooter, drives left side. Blocked by Crisman. The pass stolen away, and guys are floating for the ball, and it's Otten coming out of there with it. Lovasolo drives the lane, back ironing off, gets his own rebound, put back no good, and a foul is called, and Del Oro will go to the line to shoot 2 with 18.5 seconds to go in the ball game.
Oh, what action we had there. We had games going everywhere. We had fouls, diving out of bounds. Great hustle by both teams. Big time free throws coming out.
Crisman with a great block. And now Lovasolo at the line. And it is good. 2-point lead for beg your pardon.
We're all tied up.
Tied up 58-58.
Big shot for the senior guard right here.
And it's good. Lovasolo brings the Eagles back into the lead. And there is 15 seconds to go in the game. This is Ivantosh. This is Crisman. He drives the lane, and it goes off the hole. And Fowler puts back the shot and is fouled. He'll go to the line with a chance to give Colfax the lead with 8.1 seconds to go. But Kyle Fowler is just a 35% free throw shooter. 7 of 20 on the year.
Big man came up big here down the stretch on the boards, though.
Crisman just wasn't able to get that shot to fall.
No.
But a beautiful move to the hole.
I was saying Fowler was looking like Shaq down there on the boards, and now I find out he's going to shoot some free throws. Let's see if he comes up with it here.
Oh, he missed the first one. Kyle Fowler, the offensive lineman in the PVL, is under the gun right now as Pucci comes out to talk to his troops.
Situations here, miss or make, okay? You're going to make this, Kyle. Just relax and put it in. When he makes it, we're 40 contained. You can't foul him. You got to keep him in front of you. Don't gamble. Don't try to steal. Keep the ball in front of you. Should he miss it, we're going to foul right now. Okay? Go for a steal. So, once again, he makes this free throw. 40 contained, no foul. It's the rebound we got to get. Get the rebound. If he doesn't, go out for the foul. Go out for the rebound. Falcons, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Coach Pucci just imploring his team. Kyler, you're going to make this, but if he doesn't, we got to get the rebound. Scott Crisman is going to be looked to get that rebound, along with Joey Ballinger.
Yeah, the Del Oro players are going to need to block out.
Good. We got a tie ball game, 59 all. 6, 5, 4. Lovasolo from the jumper baseline, no good. We got overtime in the second straight game at the Kendall Arnett. 59-59. What a great game.
Well, it was been an even game all day, and I guess it ended that way. Here we go. We got overtime, Pete.
Oh, man. I tell you what, Jay Alstrom and Rick Willoughby, our officials tonight, we're getting our money's worth out of them because they've had 2 games and they both have gone to overtime now.
Well, I tell you, Pete, it's been a great effort on the Colfax. They came down back after they were 10 down, hanging there tough. Both teams made some tough free throws down the stretch.
Let's hear Ron Pucci in the huddle once again.
50-man down. I don't want Kyle as a safety man. I want Scott as a safety man, okay? You be safety. I don't want him to get 2 points on this, okay? We come down now. You worked hard, but it's 0-0 now. So come down here, recognize the defense. If it is a triangle and 2, we'll continue to run the stack. Extra passes, you get a good shot every time. If it's a man-to-man, run. Hey, we want to run Illinois, Joy, for him and look for the high-low when you step out. Illinois. If they're man-to-man.
Illinois, you get out. Yeah.
We know what to do. Here we go, Falcons, 1, 2, 3. All about D, Green. All about D. All about D.
We're back live at the Earl Crabbe Gymnasium. Rick Willoughby about ready to toss it up for the 4th time in 2 games. That's when you know you've had a long night. The only time you toss it up is at the beginning of the game and the beginning of overtime. It's Ryan Otten and Joey Ballinger, and let's see if they try to run that tip drill again. This time Ballinger wins the tip. Comes Colfax, and Crisman with the basketball. Gets it into Ballinger, working against Stoddard. And now Ivantosh puts one up, no good. Lovasolo comes out of there with the basketball. And here we go. Talk about your bonus coverage. 2 overtime games in the first 2 games. They won't get that Placer-Mariloma game started till about 8:30 tonight. Slater with a high arcing jumper, in and out, no good. Here comes Ivantosh. Running the box right side. The shot doesn't go, but he draws the foul. I believe it was Michaela that got him.
That was a great drive. He used his body to take it all the way in and then came back, got some space to get the shot off.
Lovasolo with the foul. That's his 4th personal. And Del Oro in the double bonus. And Ivantosh with the free throw. And Colfax has the first point of the overtime period.
Yeah, I was going to add that the foul situation continues in overtime, so it won't be long before they'll both be shooting 2.
And Ivantosh got both of those, 61-58. Colfax with the lead. Stoddard tries to get it into Otten. Otten doesn't understand why he wasn't fouled. And Del Oro will retain possession. Otten looking back at the official, saying, what was up with that? Otten, a tough kid. I think he's going to Sac State on a football ride, as I understand it. Here's Slater, nice reverse layup. He scores, he's fouled, and he will go to the line to try to make this a 3-point play.
What a great shot to use the basket to screen off the defender. Only way he could get him was to get his body on the other side. Great foul call. I guess the Del Oro's big man must have been injured more seriously than we first thought because he hasn't been back.
Well, he's sitting on the bench. He's got 4 fouls. Slater with the 3-point play, and that's a 62-61 Del Oro lead. The foul was on Ballinger, just his 2nd of the ball game. Jeff Broyles jumping up and down on the far sideline in front of that Del Oro bench.
Trying to get his guys to get their hands up on defense.
Schubert from downtown, no good. Ballinger with the rebound. Ivantosh thought about the 3, now backs it off. Michaela guarding him. Here's Schubert again. Not sure what they're looking for really there, but it's not there. That ball knocked out of bounds by Del Oro. It'll be Colfax ball. Junction comes into the ball game, replacing Stoddard for Del Oro. And the crowd is on their feet. Got a lot of Del Oro fans right behind us, you can hear. 62-61, 2:40 to go in overtime. Ballinger at the arc, but not even thinking about that shot. Now Crisman gets the ball as Colfax spread out the DO defense. Crisman, a long 3-pointer, 64-62. I had to wait to see if Jay Almstrom was calling that a 2 or a 3. Crisman, boy, if he can get into this ball game here, it'll be a good thing for Colfax. Now we got a jump ball on that loose ball under the basket. Fowler coming out of there with Otten.
Del Oro retains the ball on the possession arrow.
2:15 to go in the ball game. 64-62. Yeah, I shouldn't say in the ball game. I should say in overtime. We might have a second overtime. Heaven forbid.
It's looking like it could go that way, Pete.
It's been a great game, and the first one was a good one too, as Folsom jumped out to an early lead. Del Campo came back, retook the lead, but Folsom won it in the end, 81-74 in OT. This same officials crew, Alstrom and Willoughby, had to work that game, and now they're working an overtime game here too. There's Alstrom wiping off the ball. I think he's just trying to get a little breather himself there. That's the famous hook there, if you can see where he's putting the towel up. There, that shot right there. That's just where you put the towel. That's a good shot right there. That's the one that you clean up the mess with under the basket. All the officials who work here know that. There's a kick ball, so it's a new 35-second clock.
That was just the spot we used to have to run at the end of the lines when I was here. You always knew where that was. It was much smaller then.
Slater gets the ball. He's guarded by Chrisman. Colfax with that man-to-man. And here's Michaela working against Ivantosh. This is Junkston working against Ballinger. Slater got loose for a second. Now the steal by Schubert. Michaela knocks it away, and Schubert puts up a shot, and we got a jump ball on the rebound.
Colfax
and it'll
ball.
be Colfax possession.
Jump ball. Falcon ball.
I think Schubert found himself in the air without a real plan of action, so he threw the ball up and knew it wasn't going to go in and went right after the rebound. Let's take a look at it here on the replay.
Well, first of all, that was a great steal by him. Right in the hands in there. Might have took off a little early. Oh, the ball got away from him. Ooh.
Well, it was knocked away. He could have taken that ball down and then put it back up.
Well, great effort, man, to keep his body in front to get the rebound.
Lovasolo landed on his head. Here's Ron Pucci in the huddle.
Okay, so, and this is Joy coming hard to the corner, right? Joy cheat over. Okay, but let's see. Look for Kyle first. If you got it, horse it up there. If not, throw it out. Get the ball to Scott. Joy sets the ball screen, run to Miami. Right out, right from here. Oh yeah, let it go. Let it go, Joe. Long way to go now. It's all about your defensive effort and blocking these guys out.
And what I think he's going to do here is he's going to try and go to Fowler first,
1, 2, 3.
down low, and then have Ballinger set a screen for Fisher. But if Ballinger is open, he'll take the shot. Let's see what they do here. Fowler looked like was the first option. He's not open, so they get it all the way out. And Schubert with the ball. So they'll just run the offense now.
Delaware will just sag down in the middle of the whole thing. They just play the zone off of it, major where they had to destroy.
They're running a straight 2-3 now. I would imagine they're going to try to find Chrisman on the outside of this zone somewhere for an open shot. And he's open right now. They want to get him the ball. But now Stoddard comes out on him. And Ivantosh runs the lane, and they get it to Fowler again, but he has it go off his hands, out of bounds. 1:25 to go. Colfax leading 64-62.
Sometimes you lose your rhythm of your offense by trying to hold the ball. I think they were trying to hold it, and they could have just kept going with the offense they've been successful with.
Hey, Del Oro came out of there with a 2-3 zone. They were kind of surprised by that, and we're just trying to look it over. And then Del Oro switched, and Stoddard came out on Chrisman from the other side of the court.
That's the third pass Del Oro's tried to force inside, so I guess that's, off Chrisman's toe.
It went off of Chrisman's foot. He doesn't like the call.
The call was correct off his thing. He might have got fouled beforehand.
Yeah.
But the ball did go off his foot.
He wanted a hold on that. He wanted a foul call on that. I think Scott wants a hold call on everything, though. He's a shooter. Of course he does.
Yeah, and his coach agreed with him. So
I'm talking to a shooter right now. Cary Caesar never saw a shot that he couldn't take.
I was just trying to, keep the game going.
Yeah, right. Slater with the reverse layup, and it's a tie ball game, 64-64.
There we go with 48 seconds to go.
42 seconds. On the baseline, trapped there was Ivantosh. He gets it to Schubert, almost lost it. Broyle said he dribbled it out of bounds. And didn't get the call. Schubert gives it to Chrisman. He'll create a shot. 10 on the shot clock. 9, 8, 7. Left hand leaves it behind the back, doesn't get it, and Del Oro gets the ball. Schubert jumps on top of the pile.
It's Del Oro's ball.
And it's going to be Del Oro's ball, and they called timeout. I'm not sure if they still are going to get the timeout, but they did call a timeout. And they were trying to get a timeout as though they had possession, but they really didn't. It was both teams had possession, hence the jump ball, but it is Del Oro's ball with 18 seconds to go. 64-64, and timeout Del Oro is the call right now. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to get a good listen to Ron Pucci here now.
The man has the
with
ball
18
to
seconds
They're
to
going to
go.
go right back to him. Okay, whose man's been taking the ball to bounds? Stay home. Okay, you've got, who do you have? Who's your number?
All right,
No, you stay on 2. You got 11. Okay, they're going to go inside. 4-point stance, you got to block off. Get the rebound, going to go hard back at him. Yeah, absolutely. Just play good, solid defense there. If they score, we're going to come right back at them hard. Right, no timeout. Right back up their backs, early break, go right back hard at them. Okay? If we have to take a timeout, we got 3 left, we'll take it to talk about something, but I don't want to call a timeout. I want you guys to stop them and come back at them hard. With an early break, Joey, early break. Joey runs the floor. Kyle will be the 4-man trailing. Go inside to Joey, get fouled, make a layup. Falcons on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Go inside hard, get fouled, make the layup, 3-point play. He also said we had 3 timeouts. There's 2 timeouts on the board, but you get 1 timeout for overtime, so I think he's right. They do have 3 left. Del Oro has either 1 or 2. The board says 1. Now here's Del Oro with the ball. 15 seconds to go. Schubert guarding Lovasolo, and that's a load. Lovasolo going right. Ball's tipped away. Schubert, and Grisman knocks the ball off of Slater's foot this time from behind. A heads-up move by Scott Grisman, and with 5.8 seconds to go, Colfax with the basketball and a timeout.
That was a great defensive play on Colfax's part. They jumped
You got to take care of the ball. Okay, now listen. So you're going to stack with Joel. Joel's going to set a good screen for Scott coming off. We got Joy coming up here. Don't move, Joy. We got Martin going down the court. You're here, Martin, for a 3. Okay? Kyle, weak side board. But we're going to get the ball in. That means, all right, Martin. Yeah, Martin, take it out. Yeah, Martin, take it out.
Okay.
Now, you can't run the baseline. You got to stay still.
There you go, back there.
Yes, as fast as you can. Now, listen, we're getting the ball to Scott. We're going to set a screen, Joey, for him. And Scott, you're going to get in here and you can let it go.
You go that side, I'll go right here.
Yeah, okay. But the key is, you got plenty of time to go to the basket and get fouled here. Make the referees blow the whistle here. Don't settle for a jump shot, okay? Falcons on 3, 1, 2, 3.
The referees blow the whistle. Don't settle for a jump shot. Wow, they haven't blown the whistle all night.
Well, what he's trying to say is take it all the way to the hole.
That's what he wants. And let's see what happens. I think Grisman is going to be the man here. Oh, no. Oh, he lost it off his hands, and there was an inadvertent whistle, and the clock did not start correctly. They had a problem with the clock in the Del Oro game, and so let's see what we're going to do. If they reset this clock and don't give the basketball to Del Oro, that's a real tough break.
I was going to say, that buzzer had nothing to do with the fact that he wasn't looking at the ball, just lost it off his hands.
No, they need to call. The right call here is you call the turnover and you put a certain amount of time left on the clock. I don't think 2.9 is right. Well, maybe it is. Maybe they'll leave it at 2.9, but they're going to give the ball to Del Oro.
Yeah, the clock, it was 5.9. I mean, if they throw in, it could have taken 3 seconds.
Boy, it's been a tough row here lately for really either team to hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, we've been possession after possession. They've been letting the ball go. That's 4 in a row that Colfax haven't got a shot off. And Del Oro has had a tough time hanging on to the ball too. So
Rick Willoughby talking to Coach Ron Pucci and Jeff Broyles. It looks like Del Oro is going to get the basketball, and that's the right call. It was a turnover, and now Del Oro wants to take a timeout. Just because the clock didn't start doesn't mean, that what happened on the court didn't happen.
Well, as a player, you listen for the whistle, and the whistle is the only thing that counts. The buzzer doesn't stop anything or make anything go. So,
right. Coach Pucci in the locker in the huddle now.
We're looking to stay on your man and block him off. Okay, yeah, you got to have some backside help like you did last time was fine. But remember, if you get backside help and they kick it out, you better get out there and challenge the shot. Everybody block off. Everybody blocks off. You get a rebound foul here, we'll make the free throws, we go home happy. Just don't let your man score. That's all you're thinking here. I'm going to block my man off and the shot goes up and contest the jump shot. Yeah. Right over stuff. Okay, Falcons on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Put 2 seconds on the clock, made it 5.9. And Coach Pucci, I'm glad we turned the microphone off there. He was barking some of his sentiments towards Rick Willoughby. And we didn't hear it all. Okay, block your man off, Cary, here. Don't want to get off a good shot, but if they do, you block your man out.
Yep.
Who are you going to go to here? Stoddard has the ball. The three-pointer, no good. Out of bounds. The putback, no, it's Whelan out of bounds. Lovasolo with a putback at the buzzer. And Del Oro comes out of here with a 66-64 win on a missed shot just before the buzzer.
Oh, what a shot an air ball, and it ended up coming up with it.
Wow.
Well, not exactly like anything was drawn on the board, but it came out the way it did.
I'm not even sure Stoddard was the guy they wanted to get it to, but he ended up with it, had a good look, and then just went ahead and took the shot. And again, block your man off. Colfax couldn't get the board when they needed it. It went into the hands of a Del Oro player, and Jake Lovasolo put it back off the glass, and Del Oro with a hard-fought victory, much like the hard-fought victory that they didn't get against Placer the last time they played on this court a week or so ago. Wow, what a tremendous game, and we hope you enjoyed it here on the NorCal Game of the Week. We want to thank our sponsors for the NorCal Game of the Week. Hanson Brothers Enterprises, the Hanson family, is proud to bring you another great Colfax basketball season.
Nevada Joint Union High School District Superintendent Rolf Swinson and his staff are always ready to serve our community with higher education.
The Porta Subs, Cindy and Mark Argento, along with John Larimer, are proud to be Bear River families.
Debbie and Dallas Webhome from Soft Answers are proud of their son John and all the NU minors.
By Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, David Harrison delighted to be the head of the Placer Football Boosters Club.
Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete, Chevrolet Aggregate, Chevrolet Ready Mix are your friends and neighbors in the Auburn Meta Vista.
And by Walker's Office Supply, Mike Anderson and his family believe in the character of youth sports.
Francis, Cinto, and Graziano LLP, Greg Francis, Dave Cinto, and George Graziano are happy to be part of the Game of the Week telecast.
Touchdown Productions, celebrating 12 years of local sports television. Happy New Year from Pete Dufour and Cary Caesar. And thank you for joining us today. Be sure to tune in next time as we bring you more action from the 66th Annual Kendal Arnett exclusively on your NorCal Game of the Week. Want to thank our executive producer, Gilbert M. Dominguez, and our director, Maverick King. Titles and replay, the one and only Brandon Duckett. Your announcers, Pete Dufour and Cary Caesar, thank you very much. Camera operators, great job today, fellas. Gary Fees, Casey Dominguez, and Casey Walker. Office manager and photographer, Lynn Dominguez. Technical engineering, Paula Mikulski. Remote facilities by the Commander 2. Commander 2 Maintenance and Service, Plaza Tire and Auto Service. And Touchdown Productions. Check us out. You give Gil a shout on the email at gil@touchdownproductions.com, or check out the website, www.touchdownproductions.com. And order a CD or a DVD.
And there's the winning shot.
Wow, what a great game it was. And somebody had to lose it. In this case, it was Colfax on the losing end of a 66-64 game. For Cary Caesar, I'm Pete Dufour. Thank you for joining us. Happy holidays, everybody.